Welcome, everybody, to another great episode of Real Life Matters. Of course, I am your host, DBoss. I just want to thank everybody who's been watching me for over the years and just supporting me. It's going to my YouTube channel, which is DBoss Networks on YouTube, and liking all the fabulous guests that I have coming on, and for them telling us about their journey and what they do and how they became who they are today. And I just telling you to support them, reach out, stream the music, pay for the music when you're streaming. It doesn't cost a lot of money to do it, so just pay, because that helps them in the ratings. So I'm just encouraging you to make a comment. Do you like this? Do you like the song? Yes, it's a great beat, blah blah blah, or something. Or just let them know what you think, because they're there to hear your results and hear what you think about the music. But anyways, I hope everybody's been doing their laughing for 15 minutes for the day, because that helps you look youthful. It takes off all the endorphins off of your body. It makes your body feel better. You heal. You can keep in tone your abs. I'm not saying you don't stop your gym time, but you that can do in addition to your gym time. So obviously, if you don't have anybody to laugh with, you can put on something that it would be funny and just laugh. And there, or else if you don't have anybody, you could just, if you call somebody, or just, you put out what you feel into the atmosphere. So if you're feeling happy, it comes back to you good. You don't want it looking stern and old. It helps you look youthful. So that's my take on it. And and if you can go look it up, and you can see all the things that laughing is good for. But anyways, I'm going to have for one of our sponsors, Vital Fit. They're going to tell us a little bit of something. So we'll be right back with our guest, our special guest, and I can't wait to tell you who it is. But anyways, you're going to wait till after the commercial.
Welcome to Your Healthy Minute. I'm Joanne James, and today we're talking about exercise snacking. It's a fantastic way to incorporate physical activity into your day. And it looks like this. Anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes. You can, when you're at work, go for a walk around the building, or you can take the stairs instead of the elevator. When you're at home, play with the kids, have an active game of tag. Or when you're watching TV during the commercial, stand, do some stretches, and then sit back down. There's always a way that you can incorporate exercise into your daily routine. So remember, try to take advantage of those moments during the day when you can actually stretch and feel better and feel energized. I'm Joanne James. This has been Your Healthy Minute. I look forward to seeing you the next time. Take care.
Well, thank you, Joanne James. Well, we encourage, that's the healthy snacking. But if the building is too big for you to take the stairs, then you had better take the elevator. I guess she's meaning if it's a small building, because if it's a lot of stairs and you're on like the 32nd floor in some of these buildings, well, no. But that's all I have to tell you. But anyways, thank you for that healthy snacking. And it's not meaning eating, people. It's mean getting up and doing something between. Maybe you're watching a show and they have a break, or you take a break and just walk around. But anyways, today we got somebody real special here on, and we want to recognize her and talk to her, because she has been doing so many things. She started off as a dance choreographer. She's been recognized as singing. She's an all-around entertainer. And what I call an all-around entertainer, somebody that does it all. So, we're going to find out what her struggles were, what she's accomplished, what she's doing today. So with no other further ado, I introduce to you Sophia Brown.
Hello, how are you? Thank you for having me. I truly appreciate it. And I also welcome the support to the Sophia Brown Nation.
Yes.
Yes.
And she's going global, international. That was me. Yeah. Global was one thing. Now she's international. So
yes.
Yes. All right. So, here, I guess you incorporate some laughing. Do you help that with your voice, your vocal cords, or no?
Well, we don't supposed to talk too much when we're singing, and we don't supposed to have this big outburst of laugh. But smiling is always a way of showing your appreciation and showing that you're happy. So I do a lot of that every day because I think that I'm in a happy place. I kind of find myself somewhat and understand me, Sophia Brown, and understand where I want to be at this point in time in my life. So I'm heading in that direction for the first time. Sometimes you work, sometimes as a person, you do everything to please other people and you
Right.
left yourself unhappy. And I've been doing that for so long. And I finally start finding myself and finding my happy place.
All right. So, yeah, everybody here on Real Life Matters like to know your cultural background and where you come from.
I am from Kingston, Jamaica. I was born in Kingston, Jamaica. I was raised in rural Jamaica, a little place in a little place called Carisbrooke. You find it in St. Elizabeth, the parish of St. Elizabeth.
Okay.
As a child, when I was born, my mom took me to my grandmother, and my grandmother raised myself and three others, two brothers of mine and a cousin. And that woman was an amazing woman. I lift my hat off to her for the woman that she has raised and the woman that I have become under her watchful eyes, and I thank her for every bit of that. But she raised me with an iron fist, I must say. But which grandmother don't raise them grandchildren with an iron fist? But at the end of the day, you know that you're fully loved and you're fully cared for, and there is nothing that she can give you that you would be short of.
All right. So, when did you know that you had it in you to, that okay, you know what? I'm going to teach dancing. I'm going to be a singer. So, when did you know?
Well, when it comes down to the dancing part, when you see Sophia Brown, she always dancing and smiling. That's what keep me moving. That's what keep me bouncing. That's what makes me happy. So the dancing part was always a big thing to me as a child, because that's all I know how to do. That's all that makes me happy in the little community that we were raised. But what propelled me into dancing even more and choreograph even more was when we formed a community youth club, because back in them days we didn't have like the games and all that kind of social media and all kind of stuff. So we have to do something other than playing bat and ball, playing gig, playing marble, jump rope, which is skipping, hopscotch, and those things. Those things was like the thing back in the days that we do in the community as youth. And once we started the community youth club, we decided that we're gonna have theater, which was back then we called it play. Then we're gonna have the dance duo, which that would be me and my Sonia, my cousin Sonia Baker. And then we would have the domino team, we would have the cricket team, and we would go to participate among many other community youth club in and around St. Elizabeth. So we always have to just said, okay, we would choose the song that we want to dance to, and then we would start doing the moves to those dance, because when we go, we want to make sure that we won the dance competition. And how you know that you won the dance competition is when they first, I'm not sure if you're from Jamaica.
No,
Yeah.
I'm Canadian.
Oh, you see. So there's a tasty pan, the tasty cheese pan,
Okay.
the tasty cheese. Once them start balling encore. These days them say money pull up, but back then they said encore. So once them say encore, the music stop and the pan have to full of money. Those days it was the $10 bill, the $20 bill, the $5 bill, the $2 bill, and the $1 bill. So once the pan full, music starts again, dancing starts again. If them ball out encore again, music stop. The pan has to go all around the community center, or if it's in a theater house, wherever you are, it's go all around in there and it's full again. So you know, say you're bad because you have the crowd going and they want to see it over and over again. So those were the things that makes me happy as a child. In
So
also,
how long did you have to dance for?
as long as the crowd want you to dance for.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't like you just did free songs or something and stopped. So you
No,
just
if the crowd say pull up 10 times,
you gotta stay on.
The shot pan would go around and fool with money 10 times because they have to pay to see it again. You know?
Oh, okay.
You
So that's how you made your money.
That's how the club make the money to do anything for the youths in the community who we thought, you know, wanted help or needed help at the time. So if we won the domino tournament, we're gonna get the money, the prize money for the day. If we won the singing competition, we're gonna get the, you know. One thing I know that me and my cousin, we never lost the dancing competition.
Wow.
We know what we were doing. We practice on a daily basis. Once we know that we are going to participate with another community youth club, trust me, every evening after school, we are practicing and doing the moves that we think the people will like. And the best move is like, the best move for them would be when you start to bubble. They like to see when you can whine, you know, as girls. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. They like it that you could whine and do those kind of things. So for me, doing the dance competition was a big deal. We take it really serious, you know?
Yes. So do you still do some stuff with her today?
With my cousin?
Yes.
No, we lived in separate places.
Okay.
I am the only one who continue on the journey.
Okay.
You know, everybody, you know,
just cut out.
Yes, I'm the one who continue on the journey. And I moved away from the parish, you know, after my grandmother passed away. My bigger cousin, who I was, you know, raised with, he's a radio personality in Jamaica at the moment.
Okay.
So he come back for me and he said, you need to come and see, I'm going to take you to Kingston and take you to some studios. And, you know, you can sing. I said, I can't sing nothing. You know, he said, but you go around the Jamaica Tourist Board. You travel on the train that hails from Montego Bay to Appleton Sugar Estate, and you sing and you dance. So why don't you think you can be a professional singer? I said, I know nothing about that. And besides, I'm not going up on no stage. And he said, yes, you are. You're going to.
You went on the stage where you're dancing, but you're not going up there to sing.
So he says to me, if you can go on the stage and dance, why can't you go there and sing? So he took me to my first studio, Lego studio downtown on Orange Street. Nothing happened. Then he took me to Music Works. And that's where I met a very good friend of mine, Mr. Stephen Stanley. I met Stephen Stanley. So Stephen says to me, I want to teach you engineering. So you should come here after school in the afternoon so I can teach you how to mix a song, take a vocal. He wanted to teach me the rope. But I wasn't interested in that. But I would go by, you know, every now and then to visit him and chit chat with him. And he would still show me what he's doing. But that wasn't my intention. So there was a particular day in 1993, I remember, two white men walk into the studio now. Two white men. Let me tell you, Jamaican style. So I was there with Stephen Stanley. He was mixing a song with Admiral Tibet and Marcia Griffiths for Gussie Clark, one of the biggest producer in Jamaica right now from Anchor Recording. Two white men walk into the studio now. They were in Jamaica to record the late Gregory Isaacs, Michael Rose, Anthony Red Rose, and Leroy Sibbles. So when I'm in the studio, now, just chilling and vibing and listening to the vibration from Admiral Tibet and the Queen of Reggae, Miss Marcia Griffiths, they walk into the studio, and Stephen Stanley asked them, "What were you guys here for?" And they said, "Oh, we're here in Jamaica to record the name that I mentioned before."
Right.
So Stephen Stanley says, "See, Wonder Girl, yeah, man. I said, poor me. At that time, they were calling me Wonder Girl.
Wonder Girl.
Yeah. I was so shocked. And I looked at him and said, what the hell is he doing? Anyway, the two white men look at me and they look over their glasses like this. And I've never seen such blue eye in my life.
Okay.
So close, you know? And one of them asked me, can you sing? And I looked away as a shy little girl because I was about 17 years old. I looked away as a shy little girl. And Stephen Stanley said, why are you looking away? Tell the man so you can't sing, man. What? You have one with Wanda. I said, okay. And I reluctantly said yes. And they said, if you can sing, you're going to go in the recording booth right now and you're going to sing for us.
Oh my gosh. So what did you sing? What did you pick to sing?
I had a song that I've written so long.
Okay.
Title, Jig Me, Hala Pull Me. Jig and Hala Pull you for jig and Hala Pull me now. Oh boy, pull me now. You say you're full up of action. Now it's the time to show me your motion. Love to feel when you touch up my belly. Little boy, I want you touch up a part to me. Hold on, my boyfriend, tell him that I'm chilly. Tell him that I want him all to pull and jig me. So jig me. And they said, come. You know, they loved it. And they said, we're going to record you on the Party Time rhythm. I still have the vinyl.
Wow.
I still have the vinyl for that song. That was my first song ever. And they told me, we're going to pay you 15,000 Jamaican dollars. I said, 15,000 Jamaican dollars? At that time, when you get 15,000 Jamaican dollars, you're rich.
Okay.
Money. And I said to Stephen Stanley, I said, you know, I have to give you some of the money, you know, because if it wasn't for you, this wouldn't have happened. And he said, no wonder, man. Remember, say I go to school and you need the money. Don't give me none, man. Me should I give you some more money on that, you know? Because at that time, Stephen Stanley was the big thing and still the big thing, you know, in terms of studio recording and mixing. He doesn't like to record, but he likes to mix. So if you don't have $1,000 US or more, you can't go to Stephen Stanley for him to mix a song at the time. Okay. You know, so
mix and master it or just mix it?
Just mix and master.
Okay, mix and master.
The best. Anyway, that was that. So I'm going to tell you the story about the song. One night, we go party. One Friday night, I went to party at the big club called Godfather's nightclub in Kingston, Jamaica. Friday night, me and my girls, them out and we go party and drink. Them time them used to drink Appleton and Coke and them something and dance like.
I think everyone was drinking that rum and Coke.
Yeah, dance until I'm wet and sweat, and then I would just go home and sleep. Mm-hmm. One particular morning, Saturday morning, about 6 o'clock, my phone rang very early. And I said, them girls know me asleep, what them call me for? They're not light yet. We should be still sleeping. So I picked up the phone anyway, because I'm wondering if something went wrong with one of my friends while, one of them was going home or something. Me hear one friend of mine call me and say, Wanda, hear your song I play on Ari FM. Dennis Howard I play your song. I said, listen to me now. I stop the phone. I hung up the phone. I turned on my radio. I turned it up loud. I didn't care who it would woke up that morning. And I stepped out of the house and I start running down the street. And I start waking up everyone at 6 o'clock or some minutes past 6. My song is playing on the radio. I'm screaming on top of my lung. Everybody probably think that I'm crazy. Wow. When I heard my song on the radio for the first time. And that's how I came to the business of recording and hearing myself for the first time on the radio. Then my cousin took me to Black Scorpio studio. So Black Scorpio said, we have the big rhythm. We're going to go now in a strive rhythm. I said, strive rhythm? He said, yes. And I want you and Commander Shad to do a combination. At that time, Commander Shad was a big DJ and was popular in Jamaica. he had a huge hit song. So I was even happy to, to do a duo with him, a duet with him and stuff like that. So Daddy Jack said, Wanda, you sure you can manage them rhythm, yeah? We were just reminiscing about that at the industry meeting for musicians and writers in Jamaica just a few weeks ago. I saw him. We don't really see each other on a regular basis, but I saw him and we were just talking about it. So Jack said to me, Daddy Jack said to me, I call him Daddy Jack. People call him Black Scorpio. Daddy Jack said to me, he's very tall. He's about 6'6" or 6'7".
Wow.
And I'm just 5'3". So I was just looking up and he looking down at me, He said, Wanda, you think you can manage them big rhythm? Them rhythm are big enough, them bad enough. So I said, play the, I said, because at that time I was shy, So I looked at him slightly, shyly and said, play the rhythm, Daddy Jack. I call him Daddy Jack. I said, play it, let me hear. He played the rhythm and I start hum, I start humming a song. Song bill right on spot, come never have nothing right written, And I went into this, he said, oh, you just sit down out here so hum, so go on in the recording booth, man, go sing something, Oh my God, those days were just the nicest. I went into the recording booth and I start sing for him and stuff like that. And he said, I'm gonna let go the rhythm now. I'm going to sit down on the rhythm just like how you sing the song.
Oh,
I was so nervous. And he says to me, Shinehead is on this rhythm. And he named the rhythm Strived after Shinehead's song. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that song. It's a big song by Shinehead.
Okay.
Anybody know it? So then again, that was the first time I heard myself on the radio all over, and that was the early 90s to the late 90s. So for me, one day Daddy Jack called me. I never give me no money when I record, I never give me nothing. I mean, I asked him, say, but the first time I record, I get big money. Yeah, I tell him I get big money. He looked at me and said, Wanda, okay, not big money again. So yes, me get big money. The people that pay me $15,000. He said, Wanda, me not gonna pay you that, but me I'll give you a taxi fare if you go up. I said, oh my God. It was something, And I remember one day he called me and he told me that he have something for me and he want to introduce me to someone. Someone must come to the studio. Anyway, I get up the morning ready, go to the studio and think. When we look, Daddy Jack give me a check. He gave me a check.
Wow.
I opened the check. I looked at it. I said, Daddy Jack, $250. He looked down on me again and he said, Wanda, a whole heap of artists not get royalty. You should have glad you get $250 royalty after the song where you sing. I laugh. And I said, at this time, I don't know what royalty is or
nothing like that. Yeah.
Because I'm young and in the business. So then he introduced me to the renowned mad professor from England. And he said to me, mad professor, I want to interview, want to record you, but he wants you to do over a song titled Love on a Two-Way Street.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know the song. So I said to him, Daddy Jack, I don't know the song. He said, go home, go look it up and practice the song. Get somebody.
Just like you had to practice for the dancing.
So I went home and I went to Aquarius recording shop in record shop in Halfway Tree, because I said, if anyone have that record, it has to be them, because at the time they were the biggest record, music record store right in the middle of Halfway Tree of Kingston, Jamaica. So I go up there and a youth named Black Pearl, who used to be in the recording. He was the most popular one in there. Everybody go and he would give them the record. And he said, Wanda, see your record, see your record them here. Anybody come here, them have to buy your record, come here. Once them order record for you, you're one in it. So, me always go there and give him a $200. So,
which is
yeah. So I went there and I said to him, I'm looking for a record. I have to record for the renowned mad professor. It's a big deal. From England. I heard that he's the big thing out of England. So he asked me what is the name of the song. So I said, Love on a Two-Way Street. So he said, yes, I have the song. I'm going to put it for one cassette for you. Them time they are cassette days, you know? Yes. So
yes, we know.
Yes, I go home. Daddy Jack called me and asked me, say, one day you get the song. I say, yes, Daddy Jack. Me go to I'm talking Jamaica. I went out I went out to Aquarius record shop in Halfway Tree, and Black Pearl put the song on a cassette for me. So I practice it. He said, you better practice it quick, because Mad Professor don't have a long time here. And you have to record the song, before we go back to England. Listen to me now. I stay up night and day listening to the song. And then till I finally got the words, I memorize it.
Yes.
And I go back to the studio and I said, Daddy Jack, I'm ready now, Then time them I don't have no fear, I'm ready. I'm ready. Then when I walk in there and say, Wanda, but you're full of confidence now, man. You're not back down from nothing. I said, no, man, I'm ready to work. I'm ready. So he said, Nobody let me down now, because me tell my professor say you're one of the baddest little singer I know. And me I grew me on them something. He said, I'll let you go down, Daddy Jack. I'll let you down. So I go into the studio now, and me see this man now, and look at me. He was wearing the glasses, and he looked at me from top to bottom. And he says, oh, are you the great Wonder girl? Me say, great, sir. You're the great Wonder girl that Jack Scorpio been telling me about. I said, I don't know about great, sir, but I'm learning my craft, And he said, me like how hype and bossy, because some people would have say, when me say great, them would have say, yes, I'm the greatest, But I said, I'm learning my craft, because at the time I was really learning my craft. I'm not the Sophia Brown that I am today,
Ooh.
And that's how I come, to be a recording artist. That's where the journey started,
So how was it for you as a woman in the industry with all those men? You must have got a little bit of rebuttal there.
Let me tell you something. Before I even go there, when I did those songs, them that have a youth down a Jack Scorpio now named Color Chin. He was them time they dub plater run things, Run things. Somebody song get popular in England now. So every sound man has sent for dub plate from me, Them time you're singing on vinyl. You can't make no mistake, because if you make any mistake on the vinyl, your money got cut short, because you have to pay for that the vinyl. So you can't make no mistake. You have to sing straight. It's not like now where you sing and them cut and splice and those things.
Yeah.
No, you have to sing a dub plate for
Perfect.
1 minute and 30 seconds, 90 seconds, perfect. So when whole heap of money start coming out, English pound start coming, I say, what? So every day I would go to this, in Color Chin would call me and say, Wanda, a 2 dub plate request coming for you today now. Someday he will call me and say, 5 dub plate coming. So, you make £100 a day, you feel good. £100 each time you sing the dub plate, £500 you're making in one day for dub plate. I said, what? I saw this is something I did nice. So after that, for me, I decided that after, I'm going back to your question now, I see what was happening in the business, because if, a lot of people think that talking about drug, sex and rock and roll is taboo. It's not taboo. It's very frequent in our business. So for me, I realized that as a young girl, pretty young girl, looking good, body look nice and everything, you see the man start to come in like the
lions.
Yeah. Like the crows. For me, it's like the crows that want to eat up that meat,
Yes.
So I decided one day, I sat down and I said to myself, I'm going to start my own recording business. I'm going to start my own label. Um, then I got pregnant with my son and I stepped away for a minute, you
Okay.
know. But then when I came back to the business, I came back as my own boss. You
Right.
know, I came back with my recording label. I start producing myself. I start making the decisions for myself, and I started doing it like that, you know, because I didn't want to be anyone. Some of them call them music reggae mattress. I never want to be nobody reggae body in the business. I didn't
Mm.
want to sleep with anybody because it's very prevalent in our business when they come on to the females. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be a woman who let my talent speak for myself. If I like you, I like you. If I don't like you, then I don't like you. You know,
Right.
so and if I want to be with you, I can, you know, I'm happy to say that I've never fall short of my decision that I've made to be my own boss and to fall
Yes.
into anything that I didn't want to get caught up into in the music business. I'm not one to
It's
sell my
easy to
soul.
get caught up in all that, and if you don't, you have to, take a
Yeah.
rein on it and say, look,
Yeah.
I stand for this. I don't stand for that.
Yes. And I can thank God up to date. I can say that I've never fallen short of that. I'm a strong woman. And I'm
Yes.
5'3", but I'm very strong and I'm very
Well, it don't
determined.
matter. Look at your journey. You look
Yes.
at this,
The
and this
journey.
is what we like to hear. This.
Yes.
So, so in the industry, who have you worked with?
Oh, I'm a producer too. So
Are
I'm
you
going to tell
producing?
you,
Okay.
I produced people like Anthony B, Dwayne Stevenson, um, Jupe Lion, Natty Virtue, Lady G, my sister in,
Mm,
Ginger, you know, and so much more. Just to name a few that I've
okay.
worked with as a producer. As a recording, people who have recorded with, I record with Ginger, I record with dancehall, one of dancehall artists, female artist, Maka Diamond, on my
Okay.
first album. Um, Dwayne Stevenson as well. We had a duet, and who again? Kind so enough. Um, Hezron. Um, who again? It's quite a few that have
Okay.
Junior Kelly. It's coming to me as I try to go back there. Yeah, I've done
You're
songs with
picking your brain.
yeah, I've done song with quite a few of music, you know, I would say great, you know, because I consider them great once I work with them.
Right.
Um, Tony Gold is one again from the duo Brian and Tony Gold. We have a song on the Change album title, A Crime to Leave. Also the late Gregory Isaacs. You know, you see as I go,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. You see now it's coming out your memory bank, is it?
yes. Also, the late Gregory Isaacs. I've done songs with the late Gregory Isaacs on the Change album as well. So you know, I've worked my way into the recording industry, and not
Okay.
only that I as a singer, but as a songwriter, performer, producer, and someone who has learned the business, because you have to learn the music of business.
Yes.
When you're in the music business, you just don't want to be the fact that you're just going on stage to earn. When you're off stage and not doing anything, you're supposed to be still earning. So I personally learned to learn the business, learn how you license music, how you capitalize on those stuff.
Yes.
I have a merchandising line, you know, and all those kinds
Woo!
of stuff. I do everything. I do it the way that I know how to do it. Then I managed to find myself in the company of Snoop Dogg on stage. Um,
Woo!
Snoop Dogg, Ja Rule, Jay-Z, and those people, you know, in my early career. I think that was like 2007, 2006. And that was through the Jamaica Tourist Board.
Wow.
I remember they have a radio tour that comes to Jamaica every year. And every year they would invite me to go on this radio tour. It would be radio media personality that comes from the US and come to Jamaica to tour. And I remember I met a gentleman from Norfolk, Virginia. And he said to me, I'm going to bring you to the US to perform. But I didn't know in what particular manner I would be coming to the United States to perform. only to know that I'm coming to work among Ja Rule, Jay-Z, Snoop Dogg. I'm like, this ain't happening. you know? You know? And it was amazing just to hear those people when they call me on stage, and the nerve that run through my body to know that I'm in a stadium, a football field with how much 1,000 people. I gotta look at me, this little MAGA 5'3" girl from Kingston, Jamaica. It was something else. You could, if you were taking notice, you could see the water dripping off my finger. That's how I was sweating, nervous. And I said to myself, Lord, just give me the courage to just sing the first song. I went up there, I sang the first song with my eyes closed.
Wow.
Through. And after the first one, and I heard the reaction of the crowd, I opened my eyes and I looked. And they welcomed me. So I said, okay, Sophia Brown, time now for dash where the shine is. It's time now for the real Sophia Brown to stand up, And the music started playing, and I start doing what I know how to do. I start dancing to relax myself, to get it going. And the rest was history. I didn't business with nobody else. And I remember Snoop Dogg came up to me and said, I like how you do it, Jamaican. I like how you do it. We were vibing. I was feeling the vibe, And I shared the stage with Snoop then. And I went again and I shared the stage with Snoop again in 2012.
Wow.
At the Jamaica and in Los Angeles at the American All-Star Classic football competition. Myself, Snoop Dogg, and what's his name? Orlando Brown.
Oh, Orlando Brown. Okay.
Orlando Brown from that series, Not So Raven. Yes. Yeah, we were the entertainer, and I was happy. I was so happy to be there with them because they are such amazing people. And at that time, I realized that myself and Snoop, I was telling Snoop, I don't know if you remember me, but we performed in Norfolk, Virginia, and he said, when? And I said, you don't remember 2007 at the Norfolk, Virginia festival out there? He said, really? And then I start, dragging his man. I said, oh, you look different. I said, I'm a little older now and, doing things a little different now, And he says to me, I says to him, well, I'm on the event, that you are going. It was arranged by Universal Records because at this time I was doing some work with Universal Records,
Right.
My song, Give Me That Good Love on the spot on the Catch Me If You Can album, the 2012 album, went to number 19 on the world chart. So I was having a good time. I remember in the big league, I was among Jamie Foxx, Quentin Tarantino, Bobby Womack. I remember when I met Bobby Womack, and Bobby Womack, I was on the Fox radio out there, and Bobby Womack said, I want to marry you. I said, no, sir, you're not going to marry me. And he says, I'm going to take you to tour with me in Japan. I said, you're going to take me as a performer? Or are you going to take me as your partner? Because I'm not looking for a man, Mr. Womack, with all due respect,
With all due respect.
Yes.
Oh.
And I remember now, I was on the radio station, with Denzel Washington. They were having a charity event to raise money for kids in Compton. So
Right.
I was appointed by the team to be a part of it, for people to get familiar with me, in the music industry in the United States, back in the big league. I call it the big league. So I was in the competition, the running, because I was an athlete. So I was in the running competition, and I had such a good time. I'm the one who was teaching the dirty wine. I was teaching everyone the dirty wine. The dirty wine was the big dance out of Jamaica. And I was teaching the dirty wine, I think so. I was teaching Jamie Foxx, manager Speedy, the dirty
Okay.
wine. You can look it up. It's on YouTube. I didn't know it was on YouTube, but it's on YouTube. I was
People will
teaching.
look that up.
Yeah, I was teaching Speedy how to do dirty wine. I'm in a white jeans and a little yellow tongue top. Teaching them how to dirty wine in the Fox Radio studio in Los Angeles. So I've been there. I've climbed myself to the ladder.
Okay. Okay. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to take a brief break.
Welcome to Your Healthy Minute. I'm Joanne James, and today we're talking about exercise snacking. It's a fantastic way to incorporate physical activity into your day. And it looks like this, anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes. You can, when you're at work, go for a walk around the building, or you can take the stairs instead of the elevator. When you're at home, play with the kids, have an active game of tag. Or when you're watching TV during the commercial, stand, do some stretches, and then sit back down. There's always a way that you can incorporate exercise into your daily routine. So remember, try to take advantage of those moments during the day when you can actually stretch and feel better and feel energized. I'm Joanne James. This has been Your Healthy Minute. I look forward to seeing you the next time. Take care. Welcome to Your Healthy Minute. I'm Joanne James, and today we're talking about how important it is to warm up. Warming up your body is important because it prepares it for the workout. How does it warm it up? It increases the blood flow from the heart to the working muscles. It also lubricates the joints and it prepares the tendons and the ligaments for that workout. Other great benefits is it reduces your risk for injury, and mentally it gets you prepped and ready. So what does a warm-up look like? 2 parts. 1, a light aerobic type activity, and also dynamic stretching and a little bit of static stretching if that's your choice. A warm-up is incredibly important for better performance and getting the results you want from your workout. So remember, warm up every time you get ready to do a workout. I'm Joanne James. Welcome to this Healthy Minute, and I look forward to seeing you next time.
Thank you. Well, what we're going to do is going to play one of Sophia Brown's songs, and it's called The Love Zone, and it's R&B. So we're going to listen to that while we're here waiting for her to come back.
My body been calling, you may been wanting, something have to happen. I may not want to wait too long. I'm in the love zone. Tell me when you come along. Love on my mind. Love zone. And I want you know. I got love on my mind. I'm in the love zone. Tonight I'm gonna be your perfect lady. Give me love that drives you crazy. Only to reach out, my baby. My body been calling you all day. You better answer the call. Acrobatic stamina song. To come and bring it down. When you pick up and you do other bar. Watch out. Let me, baby, I'm your woman. Put it on the floor. Drive me crazy. My body ain't lazy. I can take it. Watch it out. Pull up the tune.
Oh, that's the I love Joe. I love it. I like it. It's R&B.
Yes.
Wow. Yes. Well, what
Sorry,
do
we
we
got
do?
disconnected. I don't
It's
know
all
what
right.
happened.
It's just real life matters. Things happen.
Yes,
So it's
yes,
all right. We put something in place.
yes.
So I know you were talking about Snoop and different people and Denzel, and then
Yeah.
what three artists, if you had an opportunity to work with, who would you like to work with?
Oh man, I can't single it down to three artists, but yeah, I can't, but there are many that I would love to work to collaborate with. I would like to collaborate with Tanya Stevens as a woman in the business, another fire woman. I also wouldn't mind doing something with Queen Ifrika as a fire mama, because I have to speak about the woman first, because for me,
Yes.
stronger and stronger, we're a lioness undefeated. The struggles won't push us under. We rise above it all. And we are the queen of civilization. Where life began, we give birth to every nation. So I have to talk about the queen. And also the great Marcia Griffiths, the queen of reggae. I would
Wow.
like to do something with her, if that is granted, privilege granted. I was just with her at the Irama Award in Kingston, and we were chatting up a storm, and on the men's side, there is so much to even mention. I would like to do something with Chronics.
Woo! I
Yeah,
was thinking that.
yeah. uh, Chronics, Portage, you know. Some of the neo soul reggae people now, like Taros Riley, Singy, the neo soul, because you have to go back to the neo soul where it gummies, the gumption. I find that I call that the gumption of the music, where it's just nice and pretty and welcoming, in terms of the vibration that kind of vibe is bringing. And then you have people like Romain Virgo, who's bringing that vibe again, so there is so much. I can't name them,
All right.
because I
Well,
love them all.
she's open. Are you open to doing some soca,
Of
R&B?
course, of course. What's wrong with you? I'm ready to wind up my waist at any given time.
Yeah,
I think
because everybody now is doing these collabs with all this because
different people,
Mhm.
So I'm ready. When they're ready, I am ready. I also did a collaboration with the group Guandana out of Chile. It's a big Chile band. They're huge in Europe and also in the South American market. And they're
Right.
they're, they're breaking out here in the United States as well. I did a duet with them after my appearance at Ratatam Sunsplash in Spain. I met them and they liked my vibe, so they invited me to do a collaboration with them. So the music is a journey, and the journey is the music, and music is life. Music is
All
universal
right.
love for
So
me. Huh? Sorry. Music is life. Music is universal love, and stuff like that. So I am happy to and welcome anyone who
if
wants to do a
you had to
collaboration.
do a
I'm not hearing you. We are freeze up again. Say my body been calling. You may been wanting something happy happen. I mean, I won't wait too long. I guess I will just entertain on my side because your side is freezing. I'm in my love zone. Tell me when you're coming along. I got love on my mind. I'm in my love zone. So
here.
you just
Well, we're
need.
here.
Yes,
We're
I said that your end was frozen and I'm still. So I just I go and
here. I tell
entertain.
you, the devil's here today.
Yes, yes. So I'm open to record with anyone that I think suits my personality, because I'm I'm sorry. There you go again. You're gone again. Blaze up the fire till
Okay.
it turn charcoal. You put fire right up in my soul. Right now, me hotter than a cold stove. Turn it up a notch and see how far it goes. Whisper something raw, then you whisper something sweet. Put your hands in places, let me lose my speech. Tell me, say you want me on a summer beach. I don't wanna be frozen. Are you back with me now?
Yes, I do. All right. So are there any shout outs that you want to give to anybody?
I would like to just let people know that I also recently become an author. I've entered, yes. I just recently become an author. My first memoir, The Heart of a Broken Girl. It's a true story. It's about my
Okay.
upbringing as a child in the country. And I felt the story is about a girl who was raised by her grandmother and felt as if she was abandoned by her um, given mother. And I wrote the book because I found that I wanted to speak about things that bothers me for so long, and yet you're asking the question but you still getting an unanswered question. So I wrote the book to get my form of therapy from, from my story, to tell my story as how I live it, and as how I viewed it. So the book, titled The Heart of a Broken Girl, is available on all major streaming platforms. You can also get the Spotlight album, the Catch Me If You Can album, which was in the preliminary rounds for the Grammys in
Ah,
2013. That that album allows me to attend the Grammy Awards twice, 2013 and 2014. I was there, and the song from that album, titled "Give Me That Good Love," was reached the world chart at number 19, all courtesy of Universal Records. Yes, Universal Records. Thank you, Devin Gaitner, for seeking me out and wanted to work with me. Thank you so much. And also, then we came with the album Change. Then we came with the album Bad for Me. You was just playing Love Zone from that album. And
yes.
then we are not promoting the brand new single along with the book, titled Frozen. So everything you can get on all major streaming platforms. The book is on Amazon in ebook, paperback, and hard copy. And all music is on all major streaming platforms. You can't miss me, Sophia Brown. Um,
Well,
reggae
hold
song,
on.
Sophia Brown.
Well, we're
Um,
gonna play a little bit of this Frozen so you can hear it. We'll give you a little teaser.
yes. So Frozen is my latest single right now. It's doing pretty well for me. I don't wanna be frozen. So just keep me warm, me warm, me warm. I don't wanna be frozen. So take me out to the truth. Put me in your arms. I don't wanna be frozen. So just keep me warm, me warm, me warm. I don't wanna be frozen. So take me out of my clothes and put me in your arms. Blaze up the fire till it turn charcoal. While fire right up in my soul. Right now, whisper down the cold stove. Turn it up and listen to your fire it goes. Whisper something wrong, then whisper something sweet. Put your hands in places, let me live my feet. Tell me how you love me, put it on repeat. Tell me how you want me, I'm not gonna be. I don't wanna be froze. So just keep me warm, me warm, me warm. I don't wanna be frozen. So take me out of the clothes and put me in your arms. I don't wanna be frozen. So just keep me warm, me warm, me warm. I don't wanna be frozen. So take me out of the clothes and put me in your arms. Don't play with me. Let me feel you squeeze 100 degrees. Turn on the heat to make you melt the sheet. You find a bad girl, so what's the plan? Hey, you find a bad girl, so what's the plan?
What? I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I
Yes,
like it.
yes, yes. So that's the latest single that is bubbling down. That, and I just want to thank everybody who is bunksing this one right now, especially, getting such great support, from Jamaica. In a long time I haven't gotten the support, we're in Radio Land. And to see
Yes.
so much people loving this one and playing this one, RFM team, Radio Jamaica team, and all those folks that's been playing back home in Jamaica. Thank you guys so much for the support. And for all I stayed in Jamaica for 3 months, non-stop promoting this single
Wow.
and the book. I was so happy, to go home and get the warm welcome and just doing my thing, because music is life. Music is universal love. And when I'm on stage, I don't give a hoot about nothing else. I just think about the band and my waistline, and anything else that I do on stage. Don't hold me for it. It's the music make me do it. Okay.
All right.
So
Well, you gotta come back, Sophia Brown,
Yes.
because there's so much to you.
Yes. I want to
It's
thank you for having me. And I want to come I haven't been to Canada to perform since 2006. I'm looking
Wow.
forward to come back, anytime. For people who want to follow me on Instagram, it's at Sophia Brown Music. Facebook at Sophia Brown Music. For YouTube, it's Sophia Brown Music as well.
It's very easy. Let's look up Sophia Brown.
Yes, you will find me. For TikTok, it's Sophia Brown Music. Anything, just find me at Sophia Brown Music. And remember, all music is on all major streaming platforms. The book, The Heart of a Broken Girl, is on Amazon. So, and I want to thank you
How
so
much
much
is
for
it? How much
having me.
is the book? All right. So how much is the book?
The book, the hardcover, I can't tell you. I can't tell you. I know the ebook is
Okay.
$4.99. I know the ebook is $4.99. I think the
Okay.
paperback is $13.99. The hardcover is the most expensive one. So
Okay.
people it's affordable.
The
Go out
book
and support.
is
Go out and
affordable.
support that Jamaican
I want a copy of the book too.
songwriter, author. Yes.
All
And I
right.
want to thank you for having me.
Yes, and she's coming back, people. This is not the last time. She has so much information,
And I want people to understand that we are putting out our children book that I wrote with myself and my son. And we're also we're in the present time of writing book, doing a new EP. And also we're going to go on the road. It's just one me. And I'm trying to do it all and get it in there. And we're doing the sequel of the book titled The Heart of a Broken Girl. That is going to be out next year, this time. So we're doing so much. We never stop work because like sit down with idle thoughts.
All righty. All right. So everybody, that's it. So good night. Thanks, Sophia Brown, for coming on and sharing your journey, and your journey continues. And I thank everybody tonight for tuning in here with Sophia Brown. Support. You got things going on, people, and you're a woman. Please support. So anyways, good night and bye for now.
Good night. Thank you, guys.